Welcome to another episode of African Stories. In today's story, we have the lion and the antelope unity, inspired by the Bassa tribe of Liberia. The story says, long ago, before the world was divided by fear, the lion and the antelope shared the same riverbank. They drank from the same stream, watched the same stars, and listened to the same forest drums. Though one was strong and the other swift, there was peace. But over time, whispers spread like smoke. The lion must rule, the antelope must flee. Power and fear cannot share the same path. And so, the lion began to roar louder. The antelope began to run faster, and the forest grew quiet with distrust. Then came a great drought. The river shrank to a thin ribbon. All animals grew thirsty, but the lion guarded the lost pool of water. One day, a young antelope named Kimi stepped forward, trembling. He did not run, he did not bawl. He said, "If I drink, you drink. If you guard this water for only yourself, we both die. But if we protect it together, the forest will live." The lion, surprised by Kimi's courage, stood still. Then he stepped aside. From that day, the two began to share again, not because they forgot who they were, but because they remembered what the land needed. And the forest sang once more. Moral of the story: true strength is not dominance, it is unity. When even predators and prey can protect the same life source. Moral of the story: true strength is not dominance, it is unity. When predator and prey can protect the same life source. This parable, this story, inspired by the Mansa tribe of Liberia, show and reflect that we can coexist together. And as somebody just pointed out, Melinda just pointed out, power and fear cannot share the same path. If we don't work together, we will all perish. The same way the lion and the lion and the antelope were working together. They were living together in harmony, in peace. But over time, whispers, and those whispers can be other people's opinion, can be what the colonizer says, can be what social media says, can be what religion says, can be what the voices says. Whenever those voices that are meant to destroy, that are meant to spread fear, start coming around, what happened? The lion and the antelope divide. But before those voices of fear, before those voices of division, before those voices of control came into place, the antelope and the lion, they were together, living in harmony. But here comes the voice of fear. Here comes the voice of control. Here comes the voice of division. The lion must rule. The antelope must flee. Power and fear cannot share the same path. So what happened? The lion went apart and the antelope went apart. But they had to come together for the benefit of the land. They were not just thinking about themselves individually. They were thinking about themselves as a collective, which is one thing that all of the African tribes, all of the African deities, all the African traditions share this sense of community, this sense of unity. Division is not part of me. Why? Because we understand that for the greater good, not just for my own personal interest, for the greater good, this is here. For what the land needed, we come together. We work together. We worship together. We empower one another. We love one another. We celebrate one another. And the Bible says too, love your neighbors, right? But it doesn't say don't love yourself and only love your neighbor. It says first and foremost start with loving yourself and then love your neighbor. So for all of you that love other people who don't love yourself, that love is fake. Because if you don't have love for yourself, how can you give love to other people? How? Where do you take it from? Oh, I love you, I love you. Do you love yourself? Oh, I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself? Oh, I support you, I support you. Do you support yourself? Be mindful of the people who say they love you, but they do not love themselves. You be mindful of the people who say they believe in you, but they do not believe in themselves. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Well, if you don't love yourself, where do you find the love to give me? Where do you take it from? You don't have it in you because you are not giving it to yourself, but you're going to love me? Oh, no. Love yourself. And that's something that as I have come to the conclusion that the next person I'm going to date or the person I'm going to get married, if I get married, I pray they love themselves more than they love me. Love yourself first. Be there for yourself first. Love yourself more than you love me. I speak it because I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about anybody's relationship, but I'm speaking for myself. And I'm speaking it to existence. If whoever I'm going to date next is watching this video, I'm talking to you. Love yourself more than you love me. Go ahead. Please do. Thank you. And the antelope and the lion, they were able to come together. And look in this part of the story what it says. The antelope tell the lion, if I drink, you drink. If you guard this water for only yourself, we both die. But if we protect it together, the forest will live. This also shows the power of circulating. There is enough love, enough money, enough prosperity, enough happiness for all of us. For you to want to, oh, just for me, just for me. Why? Oh, you're scared of losing it? Circulate it. It's going to come back. Money is everywhere. Happiness is everywhere. Success is everywhere. Joy is everywhere. It's not only for certain people that, oh, only those people can succeed and not me. Only those people can be rich and not me. No. That's limiting thinking. That's poverty thinking. That there is a lack of resources, lack of happiness, lack of money. No. One of my mentors said the other day that poverty is simply lack of creativity. Because if you are creative and you are using your creativity, you are using your gift, your passion, your purpose, your calling, your talent, poverty is not even going to come close to you. Because poverty cannot stand creativity. Self-doubt is the highest weapon of the devil. I said what I said. Because the moment you start doubting yourself, that's it. The devil already won. You will do nothing, try nothing, become nothing, create nothing, change nothing. And you're going to live in fear. You're going to live in lack. you're going to live hopeless. The devil already won. But as a reminder, God did not give you the spirit of self-doubt, the spirit of poverty, the spirit of weakness. God gave all of us the spirit of dominion, power, and authority. So that self-doubt, I don't know where you're talking from. From that day, the two began to share again, not because they forgot who they were, but because they remembered what the land needed. Moral of the story: true strength is not dominance. It is unity. When even predator and prey can protect the same life source. Okay. The Bassa people of Nigeria, somebody from Liberia is here. You can correct me or you can credit me, of course. The Bassa people of Liberia value communal balance, ancestral guidance, and the sacredness of peace. In Bassa cosmology, animals often represent dual forces: strength and agility, fear and courage, power and wisdom, that are meant to coexist, not compete. Okay, let me say that one more time. In Bassa, by the way, is a tribe of Liberia. In Bassa cosmology, animals often represent dual forces: strength and agility, fear and courage, power and wisdom, that are meant to coexist, not compete. The lion and the antelope here are not enemies, but complementary forces. Together, they sustain the whole. Kimi means the quiet one. Kimi is a Liberian name, which means the quiet one. In some Bassa dialects, it represents soft courage. I reminded that leadership can come from the least expected. Leadership can come from the least expected. There is a leader inside of you. Not because you are soft. Not because not because you are soft. Not because you are passive. There is a leader inside of you, waiting for you to rise, waiting for you to awaken. Because leadership can come from the least expected. The same way how the Kimi told the lion, if I drink, you drink. If you guard this water for only yourself, we both die. But if we protect it together, the forest will live. The lion, surprised by the Kim's courage, stood still. I don't know who's listening. I don't know who's watching. No matter your size, no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, you can rise and you can lead. If you dare to believe in yourself and if you dare to do so. Just like the Kim in this story, the name represents soft courage. I reminded that leadership can come from the least expected. So those of you that have the bad habit and the negative mindset of putting people down, of bullying people, maybe because they don't look like you, maybe because they don't have the clothes, they don't have the money or the outfit, maybe because whatever reason can make you see somebody else as less, be careful now. You see people today, but you don't know what they can become tomorrow. Be careful. The person you are bullying today can be the person who is going to sit next to you in an airplane that's going to give you the mask to save your life. The person you are treating like a piece of shit right now can be the person who you ask for employment in the future. The person who you are abusing mentally, physically, emotionally can be the person who can defend you in court. Treat people with kindness. Treat people with respect. No matter what they look like. No matter where they come from. You know people today, but you don't know what they can become tomorrow. You might be bullying somebody else. That's not going to be the next president of the country. And so you were bullying the president. You took somebody for granted. That can be the person. You took somebody for granted. That can be the one who now you go to the movies to watch their show. And you want an autograph from them. Treat people with kindness. Treat people with positivity. If you don't have nothing truthful, nothing uplifting to say, shut up. And you, if you are the one who's quiet, the one who's silent, the one who's passive, don't let people talk to you anyhow, anyway. Don't let people be comfortable, be respecting you. That no matter what, it's like, hey, leadership can come from the least expected. Success, riches, opportunities can come to you from the person least expected. So treat everyone with kindness, treat everyone with respect. It's free. Why wouldn't you do it? In Bassa teachings, water is life. You remember how when I was talking about the story of the Kikuyu tribe of in Bassa teachings, Bassa, by the way, is a tribe from Liberia. Water is life. And anything that endangers shared life must be reconciled, not fought over. Anything that endangers shared life must be reconciled, not fought for. In Bassa tribes, water is life. And I think it was last year I saw an experiment where somebody was talking to their water. I was like, oh, okay, this resonates with me. One Bassa proverb says, when two rivers meet, they do not argue, they flow. When two rivers meet, they do not argue, they flow. When two rivers meet, they do not argue, they flow. Learn less. If you don't know how to live, look at nature. If you don't know how to live, look at nature. Look at the trees. They're living in harmony, they're living in peace, but they're all different. How many animals there are in the jungle? Have you ever seen a tree with low self-confidence? Have you ever seen a tree in poverty? In lack? Have you ever seen an animal complaining, worrying? Only us do that. Not me, because me complain. The last time I was complaining was because I was ignorant. You're only gonna catch me saying thank you and believing and trusting that everything is going to work out. Me, complain. Why complain for what? What is that going to change if I complain? Those of you that worry about stuff, if you worry, what is that going to change? You're only going to make it worse. Because in your mind you are thinking, oh, how bad, oh, how negative, oh, how bad, oh, how negative, oh, how bad, oh, how negative. If there is anybody from Liberia watching this video, let me know. How do you connect from this story? This story is inspired by the Bassa tribe of Liberia. Drop your flag in the comments. And if you know any African stories, African deities, African gods, African traditions, African proverbs, African teachings, share it in the comments so we can all learn. The exact same way I have been sharing these stories right now on live and on YouTube. And some of you resonate with you. Some of you can listen to it because I put it out there. That's exactly how I can learn as well from your story, from your perspective, and from your understanding. So put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. And if this video resonated with you, drop a gem in the chat. Okay, this was the lion and the antelope's unity, inspired by the Bassa tribe of Liberia. And to all my gems out there, I love y'all.